In the age of gods and heroes, when legends were born on the battlefield, there lived a warrior whose name still echoes through history, Achilles. He was born to Thetis, a sea goddess, and Peleus, a mortal king. From the very start, a prophecy declared that Achilles would become the greatest warrior the world had ever known, but his life would be tragically short. Terrified of this fate, Thetis tried to make her son immortal. She took him to the sacred river Styx, whose waters granted invincibility. She dipped the infant Achilles into the magical river, holding him by his heel. But that one small spot where a hand held him never touched the water. It would become his greatest and only weakness, the Achilles Heel. To prepare him for his destiny, Achilles was sent to live with Chiron, the wise centaur known for training heroes. Under Chiron's expert guidance, Achilles mastered the arts of war and virtue. He learned sword fighting, archery, and battle strategy, but he also learned the meaning of honor and courage. By the time he was a teenager, Achilles was already stronger, faster, and more skilled than any other warrior alive. Then, the Trojan War began, when Paris, the prince of Troy, kidnapped Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world. The Greeks declared war. An ancient prophecy warned that Troy could not be defeated without Achilles fighting on the side of the Greeks. Understanding his duty, Achilles joined the massive army, accompanied by his closest friend and brother-in-arms. For 9 long years, Achilles was an unstoppable force on the battlefield. The Trojans trembled at the mere mention of his name, and no warrior dared to face him in single combat. He was the very embodiment of victory. But everything changed when the Greek king, Agamemnon, insulted Achilles by taking away his prize from battle. Humiliated and overcome with rage, Achilles refused to fight any longer. Without their champion, the Greek forces began to suffer terrible losses. The Trojans pushed them back to the sea, threatening to burn their ships. Seeing his friends and countrymen on the brink of defeat, Patroclus made a fateful decision. He begged Achilles to let him wear his armor and lead the soldiers into battle, hoping to rally their spirits. Achilles agreed, but warned him not to pursue the Trojans to the city walls. But in the heat of battle, Patroclus forgot the warning. He was tragically struck down by Hector, the greatest warrior of Troy. When news of Patroclus' death reached Achilles, his grief transformed into an earth-shattering rage. He put on his divine armor and returned to the war, a storm of fury and vengeance. The battlefield fell silent as he marched toward the gates of Troy. There, he faced Hector in a legendary duel. Hector fought with courage and skill, but he was no match for the enraged Achilles. Achilles defeated him and, in his blinding anger, dragged Hector's body behind his chariot. It was only later, when Hector's grieving father came to him in tears, that Achilles' humanity returned. He relented and gave back the body, showing that even the fiercest warrior possessed a heart. Despite his godlike power, Achilles could not escape his destiny. During the final days of the war, Paris, guided by the god Apollo, fired an arrow from the walls of Troy. The arrow flew straight and true, striking Achilles in his one vulnerable spot, his heel. The greatest warrior in history fell, and a cry of sorrow rose from the Greek army. Troy eventually fell, but Achilles never lived to witness the victory he made possible. Yet, his name became immortal. To this day, the phrase, Achilles Heel, refers to a person's hidden weakness. The legend of Achilles reminds us that even the strongest have flaws, that glory often demands a great sacrifice, and that true legends never really die. If you enjoyed this legendary story, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let us know in the comments which hero story you want us to tell next, because legends live forever.